Jakieś dziwne, bo ja na swoim kanale jej nie widzę. O, teraz. Co tu się dzieje? Kanale jej nie widzę. To ja godzinę już transmituję. Teraz wyłączyłem i włączyłem. Kanale jej nie widzę.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
O, patrz. No właśnie dopiero i mi wyskoczyło, a godziny. Możesz blokować graczy, dostać administratora, których nie ma. Co się z nim stało?
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
O,
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out
ciekałem i
of
dostał
death's
strzałę w plecy.
So maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Wszystko mnie boli.
I've had worse. My shoulders things a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't,
Dostałeś
we wouldn't be
moderatora.
speaking now.
Możesz teraz usuwać
your
graczy
shoulder is looking a lot
z
better.
czatu
I
i
did my
blokować.
best, but I don't see good no more.
Tylko
especially at
nikogo nie
night.
ma.
So I
Nie,
didn't do
ale
the
może.
best job. It just
Jak
wouldn't
twój
stop
brejdak przyjdzie,
bleeding.
będziesz mógł go
And
wyrzucić.
now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that.
Zatrzymam.
But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
And I'm Henry.
Możemy.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Dokładnie tak trzeba zrobić. Pokazać mu, gdzie jego miejsce. Prawie stopniowo obniża punkty zdrowia. bandaże. Tu.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
That's a good sign.
Jak stąd kurwa wyjść? Z tej chałupy. Gdzie to kurwa drzwi są? To ona nas uwięziła, Baba Jaga.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage.
No dobra, nabiorę bandaże. Użyj. 1, potwierdź. A ja mam ich użyć.
It up quick before I bleed out.
Jeszcze krwawie? Jeszcze krwawie. Użyj. Chuj wie.
Damn. This wound is.
Nie wiem, o co tu chodzi. Chuj, to masz wszystkie. Potwierdź.
Still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Znajdź coś do jedzenia. Jedz garnka, nalej do... Jeść z garnka czy wywaru?
That's really good. So good. But I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Żyj, Henryk, kurwa, póki jest to żyć.
There's no food for me here. Ah, I feel like a new man. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll
Idziemy
be glad to
zbierać
get back here
rumianek
soon. I don't feel
i
right
coś
being here
fioletowego.
with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till judgment.
All right. I'll get...
Weź łopatę. Gdzie jest łopata? Gdzie ta łopata? Pochodnie. A jest łopata. Szpader. Jeszcze ciało mam targać. Łupy najpierw. Dawaj, wszystko z niego bierzemy jak leci, kurwa. Do gołego go obrobiliśmy. Kompas znajduje się na górze ekranu, pomaga poruszać. Dzik.
Shit! Shoulder. This bastard bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Tu go zakopiemy. Zacznij kopać. Ja mam jakieś ubranie.
Chodź tu. Chodź. Maja. Idziemy. Chodź. Chodź.
Ona ma wybitny humorek jakiś.
Chodź, nie masz łezi, żeby to.
To zakrwawione wszystko. Ciekawe, czy można zmyć to. Umył się. A co tu jest? Pokrzywa. Jest pokrzywa. Teraz chyba musimy iść po te. Po te kurwa rumianki.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
To chyba to, co nie?
Purple flower, sage, there we go.
Jeszcze rumianek. Pokrzywa.
That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Dawaj, babudzi mięcy kaleciemy. Kurwa lub szałbi trochę. Dobra, starczy. Mam w ogóle jakiś miecz. Pochodnie mam tylko. Na 70%. A jak się wyciąga, kurwa, te pochodnie. Dobra, jechać, no. Coś się stało, pies ujadł.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
To się w porządki wydarzyło, kurwa.
We should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort will be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey,
This'll be quick, boy.
What are you?
Sit down,
You're
growler.
Kurwa.
It's a slaughter! Do it!
Co tu kurwa chodzi? Skurwysyny mnie napadli. Kurwa, nie wiem jak tą pałę wyjąć.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Vagena's?
Kurwa, jak tą pałę wyjąć? Ten strój. Tak jest. A szpadlem? A gdzie mam szpadel? Ten zjebany.
Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
No, Lord von Bergov.
Hey! You ah!
Sick of growler.
You're a dead man.
To był zły pomysł. Koniec gry. Ty no bez jaj, no co to jest? Myślałem, że kurwa od nowa będę grał. To wyłączę to w pizdu.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Vagena's?
Tak jest garda. Tak jest walenie.
I should have some weapon at hand.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Shut your mouth and start praying, you arsehole. Don't think...
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed a couple of... So tell me...
To damy kurwa drugą.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Jesteś posłańcem. Co wziąć? Skłam? Zmywajcie się. O, to mnie pierdol spuszcza.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds around here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond that leads to decent...
Aye.
I
Tak mi się kurwa nie chce czytać tego. O. Renko, co oni chcieli?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Zasługujemy. Mówić jej prawdę Bożence, czy nie mówić? Bożenka nas uratowała, no to jej powiemy.
I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Troski to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to
Chyba
Lord
źle, że jej
Burgos.
powiedzieliśmy.
But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Robimy, czy...
All right.
Dawaj, nauczymy
I'll
się.
try.
Nie wiem jak.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe.
I can read as well as any man.
My word.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me...
Of course. Everything we need is in the...
Idziemy. Można wyważyć przez...
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Kurwa.
First, go to the recipe book.
Najpierw, co?
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Ale przerwać stronę. Nic mi nie przerzuca. Dziwne, nie możesz przełożyć się na między przepisem, a...
You must have read it by now, surely.
Co ja mam kurwa zrobić? Rumianek gotuj przez... Uczyć. Co to kurwa jest? 2 rumianku, jedno to. Chuj, dawaj. Także zginie.
All right. First, You have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Woda, wino, olej. A co my tam kurwa mieliśmy wlać? Wino. Wino i węgiel.
Have you poured it
Jak
in?
rumianku i jedno. Kurwa, dawaj wino. Kurwa, Henry tego na pewno nie przeżyje.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the
Daj mi to
flame.
działek na tobie.
Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf.
Jak to,
So
ile
you've got
tego
them
było?
at hand.
2 rumianku, jedno tego? Żawi? Potwierdź, cofnij wybór, informacje, nagłówki.
Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. Why haven't you prepared them yet? Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing.
Co kurwa?
Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing.
No kurwa, przecież dałem ile tych rumianek, kurwa.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two.
No kurwa, 2 woreczki nawet.
Maybe I ain't
Nie
seeing
wiem,
right,
co ja źle robię.
but don't you have only one bag
A
there?
wybierz, no wybieram, no.
Something's missing.
Rumianek. Potwierdź.
Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one
Żałuję.
bag there? Something's missing. All right, let's get to it.
przywadzą.
First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
A gdzie jest ten kurwa rumianek zjebany? Rumianek, weź. 2 garście chyba miało być. Mam w ogóle podpowiedź, dobra.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Kurwa, mogłem jej to kazać
Now,
zrobić.
take one handful of sage, grind it with the mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
A łódź, kurwa, moździerz. Chyba tu, kurwa.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Co ja mam zrobić? Ale można dokończyć poprzez tego. Eliksir, weź fiolkę z półki. Kurwa, gdzie jakaś fiolka jest? A to jest?
Have you
Chuj,
finished
będzie
it?
fiolka. Co mam dodać, kurwa?
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Napar z rumianka. Cena 25. Można to sprzedać. I kurwa, taki wielki garnek poszedł do jednej takiej fiolki? Co za wał!
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
Chyba nie próbuj
This should
tego,
help
Bożenko,
Hans
bo
get
to się
better.
skończy dla
I'll
ciebie,
take
że
care of it
resztę
now.
zębów
All right.
stracisz.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Jakiś ta fiolka. Kimono mam iść, aby... Żarcia nie masz? To jest żar. Idzie w kimono. To nie moje łóżko? To kurwa, gdzie jest moje?
Fever should start.
Gdzie ona mi kazała iść, bo nie słuchałem. Nie czytałem. Chyba to moje. Usiądź. Idzie w kimono. A. Ile śpimy? Do której? Kurwa, to tylko możemy spać do tej godziny? 12 godzin śpimy? 5 godzin. Kurwa, śpimy 12 godzin, co?
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised
Oj,
him I'd
tam
deliver it to you.
pierdolić, pomnik taki wcześniej.
Stronger dog.
Sunrise.
Kurwa, nie chcę mi się tego, kurwa,
Oj. You must be...
That's right. Then I help.
Han?
Have no march. She said on that. And what about?
Skąd kurwa ona się wzięła? Jak się czujecie? Podbijany, podbija. O, obijany.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good.
Chyba czeska
Tomorrow
gra,
we'll be
żeby nie
glad,
mogli
but I heard you
polskiego
yelling
dialogu
in your
zrobić.
sleep and went to check
Jebani.
on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can... What strikes you as the...
Co złoś. Skłamać ją?
I just told you. Toth.
You know, that could mean you'll meet him again. Or one way or another.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's
No ja
only
dzisiaj się
mind
załamałem, mówię ci.
the only one who can really understand you is you
Wiesz, jak
yourself.
ktoś tam jeszcze jeździ, to tam zmuchuje cokolwiek, a u mnie to siadło wszystko.
So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Punkt ataku. Co mieliśmy zrobić? Nie czytałem. Tu coś jest. Kurwa, gdzie jestem?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your... And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. But I suppose I'll have...
The third time.
Now...
Dobra, niech to. Panie został.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had...
And I?
I made it mad. And when Hans chased...
Humans?
You haven't come across them? Who knows what heathen gods they pillage?
I told you about...
What?
It's just...
Whoa.
What could they want? But the...
Well, as I said...
Well, there must have been...
Anyway,
What?
fortune...
Się tylko chętnie
Ah,
z tym obchodzą.
but you never gave...
For town...
Jak to pan Jan oberwał strzał.
Hans was badly wounded during a...
Gracious!
Indeed, I'm...
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other...
Yeah, true.
You're quite...
Do tell.
Quite a lot. We have to...
Not far.
All right.
I'll prepare
But...
for a start.
Yes, of course. And thanks for...
I have some. Ma had... I want to take this. It's not all that hard to...
Thanks.
No doubt.
Hans is right.
Z amputacji przepisy.
We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help, and God bless you.
And you too, sir.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't
Wszystko im
sell
za winę.
so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do.
Zjedz. Jeszcze opierdolimy.
So it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again...
Zbroja. Jedzenie, książka, materiały, zadania. Nie mam żadnych zadań.
threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll cheat.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target. True enough. You've got to step...
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you, it just doesn't make...
No, I'm not.
Of course, Henry.
Spadek reputacji.
I know you have it, but that's... And Otto, it was
Byłem
dark.
I
niedobry
saw
dla
him.
niego.
The ba-
Yes, you're still...
Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. Come on.
Siłę nas. Dopiero początek gry, zobacz, prolog przecież. Kurwa, grafika była taka chujowa, to jest masakra. jeszcze napisane, że gra przystosowano do PlayStation Pro. To nie wiem jak na piątce ona wygląda. Będzie tak samo.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Nic nie będziesz jadł?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Dostał gównem w ryj.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Well, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Hey, where's that beer?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Fine bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Nomad is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
An acrobat, eh? What was that? That is wounded.
Nie chcą gadać, kurwa, ze mną, bo taki brudny jest.
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
I thought we divided up fairly.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
That must hurt, don't it? A bit. At least at first. But then you get all limber and feel great. I'll give it a try. But not right now. My belly would get...
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
Look out! Hold up. Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's...
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding...
Because it looks like Von Bergov will...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list, and that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Well,
yeah.
I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. If we both...
Lugs up!
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm...
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my... as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some...
Not so oratoris, laboratoris, and bellatoris. Now, which... So if you find...
I understand. I'm in your service.
Thank you, Henry.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting...
How?
That's it. But above all, as soon as we... Although...
That would be kind of you.
I knew you...
kurwa worki są.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Ma wejście drugie.
Yes.
I'll have a beer.
But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it. We lost.
Pierdolcie mu za to, że nie chce właśnie.
Who was it? Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
Get this.
Bring me something to eat.
Aye, coming right up.
Look out! Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Czego mi nie odlicza worków?
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you curse!
You should be careful you don't get a meeting first.
Here you go.
Jeszcze dwa.
Christ, what did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with...
I don't believe...
Believe what you like, and in fact...
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself you'll see that...
I am.
I am... You're starting to...
No apology.
Oh,
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh, no. Reinforcements. I'm
Dobra.
so scared.
Przerwa, idę
Take your
jeść.
numbskull friend and get out of our
Kurwa,
village
możesz coś innego.
right now.